The Colorado Rockies let us down yesterday on our YouTube play, but we're heading to the Bronx for a team total that's sure to cash in tonight. Hey guys, Donnie here with RightWager.com. Boy, did the Colorado Rockies let us down last night. No runs in Coors? You got to be kidding me. We're going to make up for it today on our YouTube free play of the day, and we're going to head to the Bronx for a team total I think it's getting a little bit overlooked here. If we're going to take a look between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays, if we take a look at the actual numbers right now in the morning, 909, 910 is the rotation. The Rays starting Richards and the Yankees starting Tanaka. The line opened up at minus 127 offshore. That's now sitting around that 150 level, depending on where you shop at. The over-under opened up at 8.5, now sitting at 9s steady across the board. If we take a look at the matchup, which I like today, the New York Yankees bats versus Richards and the Rays. Now you say, hey man, there's a lot of guys out. No Stanton in the lineup, no Judge in the lineup, no Gleyber Torres. I think we're still going to get a pretty good matchup here from the Yankee bats that will show up in this ballgame. If we take a look at some of the advanced numbers, specifically looking at Richards himself, to lefties this year, he's got an xFIP of 6.07, and to righties, a 5.09. Both of those elevated, but also the key numbers that you want to take a look at as well. We know Richards pitches down in the Dome in Tampa Bay, more of a pitcher's paradise. At home, his xFIP is a 4.86. If we take a look at him on the road, that elevates to 6.36. And if we take a look at the breakdowns between left-handed batters and right-handed batters on the road, away, 6.66 to lefties and 6.09 to righties. And also another number to look at, even though you don't have that many, stats from July, so to speak, but, a 4.42 xFIP in July. August, that's elevated now to 5.75. And just looking at some of the other advanced numbers that we like to take a look at, of course, with the xFIP and also the Sierra points really high for Richards as well, a 5.10. So let's flip it over to what we anticipate being a Yankees lineup tonight here in the Bronx versus Richards, and also a ground ball percentage for him, only 35%, so that should come into play. We know that ballpark is very small, so if you just get it into the air, you certainly can provide some runs via the home run. DJ LeMahieu this year versus right-handed pitching, a weighted on-base average of 424, Luke Voit 445, Hicks a 349, Urshela 342, and Talkman a 390. Now, you do get some bats out here that do have a little bit of ISO power. Gary Sanchez, who struggled this year, he still has an ISO against right-handed pitchers of 214, even though his weighted on-base average sits at 235. Getting a cheap number. Joked yesterday that number was even really low going up against Snell in the Rays. As a 3.5. He saw Snell have a very good outing, but the Yankees were able to get a few runs late in the game. Weren't able to hit their team total yesterday of 3.5 since they only got 3 runs. But today, we're looking at another cheap number here, currently sitting at 5 dimes. The Yankees team total today is at 4.5. And let me get the exact juice of what's weighted, minus 105. So you're not going to have to pay full juice on that one. I think this is going to be the best way to go here for our free play of the day. So we're going to go ahead and make the New York Yankees team total over 4.5 today, minus 105. Versus the Tampa Bay Rays. See if we can cash this one. And I owe you from last night on that clunker there from the Colorado Rockies. But for all premium information, come get it at rightwager.com. We should be in action tonight, slaying the season, close to a 30% ROI already early on the season. When I say early, we take a couple weeks off here at rightwager.com to get some of these numbers down. The numbers are in. We should have a sensational September, but also let's look to cash on this New York Yankees play today. So thanks for tuning in to the free play YouTube play of the day right here at rightwager.com. Good luck on those wagers.